That's scary. It is very awkward that you're super far away from me. But we're going to go ahead and get started. So, TCIS Sports Award. Give it up for our world of athletes for winter sports. First, the absolute first thing that we should always do is thank our coaches. So I'm going to ask our coaches to stand, and if you guys could give them your best applause when we introduce them, that would be awesome. So first up, we have our JV girls basketball coach, Mr. Michael Moy. Give it up for Mr. Moy. Next, we have our JV boys basketball coach, Mr. Sandro Asa. Give it up for Mr. Asa. Next, we have our varsity cheer coach, Miss Cindy Choi. Oh, see, you can tell who the cheerleaders are. We need more for every coach. And our varsity girls basketball coaches, Mr. Will Hughes and Miss April Ward. And finally, our boys basketball coaches, Mr. Tim Rowe and Mr. Joe O. Give it up for our coaches, everybody. So just as a reminder, most of you have been to these awards nights before, but I like to go through just a little bit of explanation so everybody understands what's going on, especially for those who have never participated in these. And I know we have middle schoolers here for one of the first times ever. We have middle schoolers at our awards night. So I'm going to go through things, and if you've heard me say it before, that's good. That just means that you'll remember it forever. But typically what we do is I go through a little bit of an explanation of the awards, then I ask for the coaches and the entire team to come to the stage. So what I'm going to ask you do is when it's your turn to come, the teams are going to come up this side and just kind of file through in front of the table under our lovely banner, and then the coaches are going to come join me on stage over here. They're going to say a few words about the season, and then they're going to present the awards, and then Mr. Ted has very graciously agreed to take a photo of us in front of the banner, and it'll have your team photo in the background on the presentation, okay? So first, we typically give out an MIP and an MVP award, and these are sort of self-explanatory, but a most improved award is basically talking about the player who just grinded the most in the season. That doesn't mean that they were bad before and good now, okay? It means that they made the most improvements. In my opinion, as an athlete, that's always the goal. You always want to be the person that makes the most improvement, because trust me, you are never so good that you can't actually improve the most. So it should always be the goal, okay? The MVP is the most valuable player on the team. Doesn't mean they're necessarily the ones that have the highest points, although a lot of times that goes hand in hand, but it means it's the person that was the most valuable throughout the season. It could be the person that led the team, scored the most points, or created the most plays. Maybe they had the most assists. They could be the person that kept the team going even when it was really tough to want to get back out on the court and keep going. And then we also have coaches awards. And coaches awards are a mix of different things that they give depending on what they feel their team earned throughout the season. Typically you'll see awards like Dragon Heart. It means the person who's just got the most encouragement in the team. They never give up each time. They've got the most heart that goes along with it. They're always there to say, come on, we got this, keep going, you can do it, one more step, one more shot, one more play, okay? Dragon Fire is the most passionate, they're the most devoted. They literally have something just lit underneath them that just keeps them going for the whole season, and they like to encourage the rest of them to do that as well. Okay, sometimes coaches might give out a leadership award. Now you might be thinking, yeah, we have captains, we know who that goes to, but that's not always the case. It could go to a captain, or it could go to somebody else that really explained and exhibited what leadership means. Leadership doesn't mean that you take charge. It doesn't mean you take control, and it doesn't mean you organize everything. Leadership means that you inspire others to come alongside you and go with you. Leadership means that other people feel empowered to lead as well, whether they're the youngest and least experienced or the oldest and most experienced. Leadership is really important. At TCIS, we talk about leadership a lot. We have student-led clubs. We have captains on teams. We encourage people to be creative and innovative and start new things. Leadership is crucial to your growth and to how you go about and to life. So leadership could go to the captain, or leadership could go to somebody else on the team. Sportsmanship, we all know that I love this award, but it's because it promotes character, integrity, honesty. It means that you care about your opponents. It means you care about your teammates. And it means you're going to actually play the game well, and it's going to be about that honesty that really showcases what sportsmanship is. And then sometimes your coaches give other awards. They might give a Rookie of the Year. You might be brand new to the team, and you just really came and gave it your all. It could be a statistic award. In basketball, there's a standard award called Top Gun. It means you scored the most points in the season. And then there's other awards that could go along with that. And your coaches choose 2 or 3 of these awards to give. And it might not be the ones that you see listed here. These are just generic ones that are typically given. Finally, we have varsity. Okay, now for the JV teams, the junior varsity teams, you automatically know that you're not a varsity player yet. You are prepping for that goal in the future. But if you are on a varsity team, which is varsity cheer, varsity girls basketball, and varsity boys basketball, we have benchmarks and standards that we put in place so that you learn to achieve these goals. If you make it onto a varsity team, it doesn't automatically mean you're a varsity athlete, okay? We've talked about this before. It's derived from the word university, which denotes the highest level of athleticism. And in a school that's on the smaller side, a lot of times the varsity athletes are those who try out for the team. So we created benchmarks in order to actually encourage athletes to strive for the highest level. If it's automatically given out very easily, people don't actually work hard to achieve it. And the way we set these benchmarks was through percentages, which is attending 85% of practices and really actually attending and giving it your all, playing in 75% of games, and then usually beyond that, it's based on coach and AD's decision together collectively based on your athleticism and what you've contributed to the team overall. There are times when people don't hit the percentages, but they've contributed so much to the team that varsity is awarded anyway. So just keep that in mind. So what you do for these is you get a pin that's in the shape of the sport for your very first time varsiting in that sport. So if this was your very first time as a cheerleader and you varsity this year, you're going to get a pin that actually has a cheerleader on it. If this is your second time or your third time varsiting, you're going to get a gold bar. And so that goes on your Letterman jackets, which will be a form coming out to order those. Okay, and the gold bar looks like this. So for today, if you varsitied for the very first time, I will hand you your basketball or your cheer pin. If you varsitied in the past, you'll receive an email from me in the future saying, you've received a gold bar for varsitying on the team, please come by my office to pick it up. Why am I asking you to do that later? It gets a little chaotic up here, so in order to just kind of honor the first time varsitying, we're gonna give those pins out, and I'll hand them out as we go through the awards, and then just look for an email from me in the future, okay? All right, let's go ahead and get started with our awards. First up, please welcome to the stage our JV girls basketball team and Coach Moy Moy.
Actually, why don't you stand behind the table? And the photo will be in front of the table. Great. Before we continue, I'd just like to welcome everyone, and I would like to just start our evening, as is tradition, just with a word of prayer. You can reflect or you can meditate if prayer is not something that you do, but let's pray together. Heavenly Father, thank you for this evening. Thank you for the season, Lord. Thank you for each young person who participated, for the roles they played, and for the things that they learned. Thank you for our adults, the coaches who support, who have given so many hours, time, care to this season and to our young athletes. And we thank you, Lord, for the results that are both concrete results and results that have to do with growth and character and who we are as people. And we also thank you for our parents who support these young people as they endeavor to flourish and grow. And so, Lord, we just thank you for one another, and we thank you for this opportunity that we can acknowledge different members within teams and squads, but just be thankful for each other and be thankful for life. In Jesus' name, amen. So JV season, we started because there were so many girls that turned up to the tryouts that we thought it was a shame to not have a JV team, which we haven't had for a while. And we also wanted to build some capacity for girls varsity basketball. and so you need both. And so Miss Lockman and Coach Rowe and Coach Ward were really supportive of a team being established, and hence we began JV Girls Basketball. Our season was 2 wins from 7 games. We entered the tournament having played 4 games against teams that had played 12, 13 games. But that's okay. We came with a lot of spirit and endeavour. And these young ladies, my wife describes them as sweet, oh, they're so nice. But when they get on their court, they're dragons. And had a number of coaches actually express that. And what I like about that is, it doesn't matter who the opposition is, you don't stop fighting. You don't give anyone any respect for their reputation as a school. You play your game. And girls, you did a great job at doing that. I can say confidently that everyone on the team improved. But our first award is going to be MIP, Most Improved Player. And so everyone improved. But I want to draw attention to one player in particular who firstly had the ability to listen. If only you would listen. No. To directions and instructions, and then show intentional effort to put it into practice. Secondly, they understood how to move the ball into space, which showed an increase in basketball knowledge. And they always gave 100% effort during games, and they did what was best for the team, which meant that this player could stay on the court longer. They had fewer turnovers in our tournament. In fact, they had one of the fewest turnover rates amongst the team. And so this year's Most Improved Player Award goes to Haeju Kim. The next award that I want to give is called Rising Gun, or Top Gun. This is taken just from the statistics of the tournament, where this player, shot 25% of all our attempts at basket, and then scored 50% of all the shots that we scored during tournament. And they're a rising gun because you can always improve your shot, right? And so this year's Rising Top Gun Award goes to Elsie Ward. Leadership Award. I'm really blessed that we have a team of leaders in different ways, and this year's Leadership Award goes to a player, of course. But first I want to acknowledge our captains. Chloe, thank you very much. Diane, thank you very much for standing in there. And I want to just highlight that this award goes to someone who participated in all the games. So sorry for that, it's not you, sorry. And was consistently present at practices, whether injured or not, showed a positive attitude, someone who was able to work with others and generated a united team culture. This person displayed a willingness to learn, and this was a piece that actually prompted me to give this person this award, was that I'd sit on the bench and I'd just hear in my ear, rebound the ball, defense, find your man. And it was so powerful that I had to move again and again. I thought that's a leader in the making. And I really appreciated her support in building a positive culture. And so in a team that has many leaders, the Leadership Award goes to Celine Kim. So the Dragon Heart Award goes to the player who is awarded after the most valuable player. And so the most valuable player, and this is taken from the tournament, is a player who statistically stands above all the other players, because Mr. Moi Moi wanted to do that cheesy thing and say the most valuable player is the JV team. Yay. But I actually felt that sincerely in my heart I wanted to do that. But I decided to look at the statistics, and something came out. When I looked at the statistics from the tournament, and I looked at the number of points people scored, the total of rebounds and steals, and then took away their turnovers. 4 players came within 5 points of each other: Celine, Elsie, Dayon, and Emma. But the player with the best overall statistic by 1 point, that's how close you guys were, was Emma Brick. And so back to the Lionheart Award. This person in junior varsity tournament had the highest number of steals, 13 in 3 games, which I thought was pretty outstanding. Had the second best statistic for rebounds and points, and had fewer turnovers. She also played every quarter. She was tenacious, and she surprised her opponents with both her speed, her aggression, and her stamina. She was sort of like a quiet assassin. And I really appreciated, and sense of Dragonheart is about encouragement, is that she just didn't give up like many of their players. And so this Dragonheart Award goes to Diane. Well done. Congratulations, well done. Good job.
All right, give it up one more time for our JV girls basketball team. Before we go any further, and before Mr. Moi Moi leaves the stage, we have 2 people that would like to share a few thoughts. So Chloe and Diane, if you could come to the stage.
I am very grateful to stand here as co-captain of our JV girls basketball team. I first want to thank Coach Moi Moi for his passion, respect, and love for our team, because without it, we wouldn't have been able to grow and become one team that we are now. I also want to thank our parents, who are our biggest supporters and helped us by preparing snacks every game. It was an honor for me to be part of this team, as all our team members worked so hard and encouraged each other with a sincere heart. I learned a lot through this opportunity of serving as co-captain with Chloe, who always brought bright energy and led our team with responsibility. I would also like to thank Ms. Lockman and our managers for helping us whenever we were in need and taking care of everything with such diligence. Though we faced many challenges, I am so proud of how we overcame these obstacles and ended the season well. Thank you all once again for your love and support.
Let's be honest, in the beginning, it was a struggle. But look how far we've come. Remember our first match? None of us were expecting to win, but we still came home with a victory. At the start, we all just came to try out not expecting much. But at the end, we've all improved immensely, learned a few basic skills, and were victorious against CDS and GSIS. Although our practices came with some injuries, they were always memorable and full of energy. This is our first year we ever had a JV girls team, so I would like to thank all the parents and coaches, as none of this would have been possible without them. By far, without our coach, we wouldn't have made it this far. So thank you, Mr. Moi Moi.
Okay, girls, if you could step in front of the table, Mr. Ted's going to take a photo of the team. Go ahead. All right, thank you very much, JV girls basketball. Next up, we have JV boys basketball. If you could go ahead and make your way to the stage, and if I could invite Coach Us to the stage, that would be great. Everybody take note, this is how to dress for an award ceremony. Give it up for the JV boys basketball team. Wow. All of you need to take some notes.
Yeah, you guys are looking good, man. Okay. First of all, thank you for Coach Lockman and everyone. Okay. Yeah, you're really looking good. Okay, I'd like to express gratitude for the good dedication and growth of our JV basketball team this season. Despite the fact that victories on the scoreboard may have eluded us, but I can see the commitment, resilience, and sportsmanship displayed by each one of you. Okay, and yeah, that deserves our heartfelt applause. We are particularly thankful to God for guiding us through this season too. Many players, starting with little basketball experience, showcase a significant improvement, a testament to your hard work. Good job, guys. So once again, I want to say thank you all for being part of this transformative journey. Okay, so, you're taking pic of like who is winning here. Okay, first award. Our first award tonight is the Dragon Heart Award, a recognition bestowed upon the player who exemplifies exceptional sportsmanship on the court. This year, the recipient has consistently demonstrated his commitment to fair play and teamwork. Not only does he utilize his break time during training for valuable advice and extra shooting practice, but he also holds an irreplaceable position on the team, earning the second highest minutes in all our games. Even when exhausted, he continues to push himself, displaying remarkable effort on both ends of the court. Notably, he has secured the highest statistic for blocking in our games. It is with great pleasure that we present the JV Dragon Heart Award to Unchong Choi. Congratulations again. Next one, the Dragon Fire Award is bestowed upon a player who embarked on his basketball journey this season and quickly developed a profound love for the sport. Despite receiving limited playing time, he displayed an unwavering dedication to improvement, consistently seeking advice and actively practicing to enhance his skill. In the face of chilly weather, he demonstrated extraordinary commitment by practicing independently outside our regular season, inspiring another player to join him. While he may not be widely recognized now, I firmly believe that with continued passion and dedicated personal training, he will evolve into a significant asset in the future. It is my pleasure to present the Dragon Fire Award to Hahab Kim. Our upcoming awards recognize the outstanding leadership of one of our team captains. As the team leaders, he wholeheartedly shoulders team responsibilities, demonstrating genuine care for every member and encouraging each individual to give their best effort. Leading by example, he consistently showcases excellence both in practice and during games. Remarkably, despite having no prior basketball experience, he absorbed training skills like a sponge, particularly excelling in post move. Transitioning from a volleyball spiker, he has evolved into a proficient spinner under the basket, a crucial skill for any power forward. It is with great pleasure that we present this year's Leadership Award to Jihu Park. Our upcoming award is dedicated to a player who embarked on his basketball journey to just this year. Okay? Like most of you are just starting this year. He stands as a living testament to the belief that attitude precedes techniques. Despite facing challenge in marking his opponent, he exhibits unwavering persistence, consistently returning to apply pressure. His dedication results in successful attempts to steal and execute fast break. In his initial games, he may have missed several open layups, but he transformed into one of the top scorers in our recent matches. His tenacity is further demonstrated by his refusal to give up, regardless of the scoreboard. His motivation is not solely driven by the desire to win, but is rooted in the self-improvement and the sheer joy of the game. This year, we proudly present the MIP award to Gonwoo Lee. Lastly, we come to the pinnacle of our awards, dedicated to our most exceptional player. This individual possesses basketball skills that stand out among the rest. Despite holding a crucial offensive role, it hasn't deterred him from actively participating in defensive plays. While he may occasionally forget or misplace his shoes, his commitment to the team and his designated role never wavers. Experiencing ups and downs in the game, he consistently returns stronger each time. It's also important to note that this award is actually testament to the collective effort of his teammates, so not just the MVP, who worked tirelessly to create an environment where his skills could shine. With great honor, we present this year's MVP award to Lion Yan. Good job, guys.
All right, give it up for JV boys basketball team. And I believe that we have a few words to hear from our captains.
When Mr. O suggests I play JV basketball, I was pretty doubtful. However, I do not regret the decision and want to thank him for the opportunity. More than half of our team were new to TCIS, and I've never participated in the high school sports team. There's a lot to learn as an athlete for the boys, and it took some time. The result of the season was not what we wanted, but thinking back how much our team improved on and off the court, I can say this season was worth it, and think this team can achieve more things next season. Lastly, I really want to thank my teammate for their hard working throughout the season. I want to thank Coach Asa for not giving up on us and always helping us to improve. Also, I want to thank several people who helped throughout the season, including Kaden, DK, Joshua Moon, Jung, and boys varsity coaches, Coach Luckman, and Coach Hughes. Thank you very much.
I'm grateful to stand on this stage and speak as co-captain of this wonderful JV basketball team tonight. The reason we were able to grow into such a team was because our coach Asa, who led our team with endless effort, passion, respect, and love for the teams. And our parents who provide snacks every game and help us with sincere support. All of our team members show their best in practice, so I can see that they have grown a lot. And I'm very grateful they always think of JV teams with a serious and heartfelt attitude. I'm also thankful for our captain, Jihu, who led our team to the end with responsibility, respect, and effort to improve to the team. Thanks also to the upperclassmen who help us, including June, Dou, DK, Joshua Moon, and our managers, Amy, and Jaeyoon, and Ms. Langman for taking care of a lot of team. We are really that grateful for the season despite the challenges and look forward to the next year and more growth. Thank you very much.
Do you guys have something for Mr. Asa? They have something for you. If you guys could go ahead and step in front of the table and get lined up. And Coach Asa, if you could go ahead and receive what your players prepared for you. And Mr. Ted will take a photo of you guys. All right, thank you, JV Boys Basketball Team. Next up, we have our varsity cheerleaders. Come on down, ladies. And if we could have Coach Sinney come to the stage as well. Oh.
All right. As we gather here to celebrate, reflect, and honor the hard work and dedication of each and every one of you, I am overwhelmed with pride and gratitude. As the conclusion of another successful season, let's not forget to express gratitude to God. We acknowledge the blessings, strength, and guidance that have sustained us throughout our journey. We thank God for opportunities, the lessons, and the memories that have shaped us into the team we are today. First and foremost, to my phenomenal cheerleaders, so thank you guys. Thank you for pouring your hearts and souls into every practice, every routine, every performance. Your commitment, passion, and resilience have been nothing short of inspiring. Together, we have created memories that will last a lifetime, and I couldn't be prouder to have had the privilege of coaching you, each and every one of you. So moving on to the awards, our first award is the Rookie of the Year. Rookie of the Year awards is special work given to the first-year member who has demonstrated outstanding dedication, growth, and contribution to our squad. This individual has shown a genuine passion for cheerleading from the moment she came out for tryouts. Her positive attitude, willingness to learn, and especially practicing every day at home, which she probably doesn't know this fact, and I know this fact, shows her passion for cheer. So without further ado, it is my honor to announce that the Rookie of the Year goes to Esther Yaw. Okay, next, we come to an award that highlights the incredible growth, which is the improvement of one of our team members. So the most improved cheerleading award is given to the individual who has shown remarkable progress, dedication, and determination throughout the season. She has truly embraced the journey of self-improvement, consistently pushing themselves to new heights and overcoming obstacles along the way. Her dedication, passion reminded all of us that perseverance and hard work, anything is possible. So I'm delighted to announce this year's most improved cheerleader, which goes to Sherry Yoon. Okay, so now it's time to recognize a cheerleader who embodied the true spirit of our team. The Spirit Award is actually presented to two exceptional individuals who have been shining examples of what it means to embody the spirit of cheerleading to our team this season. These two cheerleaders have consistently gone above and beyond to uplifting their teammates, spread joy, and constant support have made a profound impact in our squad. So it is my pleasure to announce that the Spirit Award is being presented to our two cheerleaders this year, Lauren Kim and Jessica Chung. Next, now it's our time to honor the individual who has been the heart and soul of our team throughout the season. This cheerleader was not only one who has not missed a single practice, was never late to practice, and was present in all games. The Most Valuable Cheerleader Award is presented to the cheerleader who has demonstrated exceptional skill, leadership, dedication, and commitment. This cheerleader has consistently risen to the occasion, leading by example with their unwavering determination, outstanding talent, and relentless drive for excellence. Her contribution to the team have not been invaluable, whether it's through her flawless performances, her encouragement to the teammates, or the ability to inspire others to push beyond their limits. So with great pride and admiration, I am thrilled to announce that the Most Valuable Cheerleader Award goes to Chloe No. Okay, last but not least is the All Kayak Tournament Award. So from the moment we stepped into the gym at Humphreys, we knew that the competition would be fierce. But we approached each routine with confidence and knowing that we had put in the hard work and preparation to succeed. This person's performances and commitment to excellence have set her apart as a true standout from others and truly shined during our kayak tournament. I'm honored to announce that the Kayak Tournament Award goes to our Jenny Kim. Oh, I have closing. Yeah, so in conclusion, I want each and every one of you to know how incredibly proud that I am and what we have accomplished together this season. What truly matters is the journey we took together as a team. You embodied the true essence of what it means to be a team, and for that, I'm forever grateful. Of course, none of this would have been possible without the unwavering support from our families, parents, friends, and also would like to thank our AD, Ms. Lockman, for all her support throughout the winter season. So thank you, and go Dragons.
I want to say a quick special thank you to the cheerleaders for what they did during APAC. Can please give it up for the best cheer team on the planet. It was amazing what they did, and it was so much energy, and they did it for 3 days straight. It was awesome. Next, we'd just like to give it up for our cheer seniors. So girls, when I call your name, if you guys just step forward just to be honored, that would be great. Helen Kim, step forward. Jenny Kim, step forward. Miriam Ma, step forward. And Chloe No. Please congratulate our cheer seniors and make sure you pray and wish them well as they head off into their next endeavors. And then we would like to hear from a few of our seniors and captains to say a word of thanks to their coaches. So girls.
I just want to say thank you so much, Miss Cindy, for my 4 amazing years of cheer season. Without you, I really couldn't have done everything. Thank you for encouraging us seniors throughout the years and being our biggest cheerleader. I remember us being from dropping our flyers all the time to now bringing our flyers to extension. Without your bright smiles, hugs, and it's okays, we would not be as confident as we are right now. I want to thank all your efforts and love for us. You are not just a coach for us, but a person that is filled with overwhelming love, care, fun, and a person that we can rely on. I just really want to thank you for making us all fall in love with cheer, and I will cherish all the memories we have made together. I also want to thank my underclassmen teammates for making my last season the best season. Without you guys, we couldn't have done it all, and I love you guys so much.
I want to give the biggest thank you to someone who has taken care of us not only during cheer season, but every day, someone who is like our second mom and one of the best coaches ever, Miss Cindy. Thank you for all the effort you have put into our team and for always encouraging us and never giving up on us. I also want to thank my fellow seniors, Miriam, Chloe, and Helen, for being there by my side for all 3 years. Lastly, I want to give the biggest shout out and thank you to Helen, Lauren, and Anna, my stunt group. Without your guys' patience and dedication, I don't think I would have been able to throw the skills I did, and I truly think you guys are the best bases and back spot there is. I'm gonna miss our stunt group and our stunt practices so much, but I'm glad we ended without a single stunt falling during kayak and APAC. The season has been a blast, and I know we didn't end up with the results we deserved, especially since we basically got 0 deductions, but I'm truly proud of each person on this team for doing their best. And to the underclassmen, I hope you guys end up doing cheer again next season, and I truly think you guys have the potential to place. Since this is my last awards night, I also want to publicly thank Ms. Lockman for always encouraging us and being our biggest fan. Thank you for all the effort you put into every sport and ensuring that each athlete is healthy and doing their best. Again, thank you team, Ms. Cindy and Ms. Lockman for an amazing last cheer season. I'm going to miss each and every single one of you so much.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Chloe, and I'm the captain of the varsity cheer team. After being in cheer for 4 years, you really learn about being thankful, so I want to spend this time giving thanks. I want to thank our parents and coaches, specifically Miss Cindy and Coach Bum, for supporting our team all season. I especially want to thank Miss Cindy because she has been my coach since freshman year, and she really helped me and our other girls grow as cheerleaders, but also as people. I want to thank the basketball teams for giving us a reason to cheer. We, as a team, genuinely loved cheering for all of you guys, and it made our winter season really, really fun. I want to especially thank Yunha for being my co-captain and for being a supportive leader who I could not have pushed through without. And I want to thank Miriam for being my day one. We went from practicing our tryouts during lunch in 9th grade to practicing our kayak counts in 12th grade. Even through tough times during season, she was my cheerleader who kept me smiling. Last but not least, I want to thank my team. The amount of effort and dedication you guys put into our team did not go unnoticed, and I am beyond proud of all of us. It was an honor serving this team as captain for the past 2 years, and I'll cherish all the memories we made together. Being in cheer really was an experience that teaches you about patience, hard work, friendship, and trust. Now looking back on my 4 years of cheer, I wouldn't change a thing. Thank you, everyone, and have a great night.
Oh my God, I almost cried.
Give it up for our amazing cheerleaders. Girls, go ahead and step in front of the table, and we're going to go ahead and get a quick picture. All right, give it up one more time for varsity cheer. All right, next up we have our varsity girls basketball team. Come on to the stage along with Coach Hughes and Coach Ward.
Hello. All right. Good evening. I'm Coach Hughes. Last year, I was the assistant boys basketball coach at TCIS. I learned a lot from coaching with Coach Duth. I discovered a new passion for coaching and the development of athletes at TCIS. My wife would tell you that I'm a little bit too passionate as she's listened to all my coaching stories over and over again. This was my first year as the head coach of the girls varsity team, and last year I watched the girls play many games. My daughter was a player. I saw a lot of potential, so when I was approached about coaching them this year, I confidently said, yes, I will do it. I had no idea what to expect this season as we had just moved down to the red division. Our first game this season was away against Dalton, which was a really easy win for us. That game excited me about the season because I knew we would do very well, and we did. In the conference, we finished with a record of 6 wins and 4 losses. At the Super 8-Pack in Manila, we won 2 games, beating the Western Academy of Beijing and Concordia. And this is no small feat, considering that TCIS is the smallest school out of all the other 11 APEC schools. We had a lot of highlights this season, but the one game that I'll never forget is the away game against KIS. We beat KIS at home, and it was clear that they wanted to get the win on their home court. Our girls went on an amazing run in the fourth quarter, which sealed the victory. These moments are why we are passionate about coaching. It's inspiring to see the hustle, determination, intensity, and the heart in all of our TCIS girls basketball players. It's been an honor and a pleasure to coach you all, and I want to give thanks to our assistant coach, April Ward. Thanks for your support and dedication to girls basketball at TCIS. Thank you to our AD, Ms. Lockman, for your support, energy, and relationships you have with our athletes. Thank you to Coach Duth and Coach Lockman for covering for April and I during the KAAC tournament. Thank you to Coach Moy for your vision and leadership, which greatly benefits girls basketball at TCIS. Lastly, thank you to my players for your dedication, believing in me as your coach, and believing in yourself. Now on to the awards. Our first award is Defensive Player of the Year. This athlete plays basketball with intensity and knows how to get the team excited. She led the team with the most defensive rebounds. She was never intimidated by any opponent, even if they were 6'4" and 120 kilograms. For real. Her hustle and determination as a defender led to many critical defensive stops, which allowed us to regain possession of the ball and score in the front court. She takes hard falls always, and she gets back up. You can see the intensity and determination on her face when it's game on. This year's Defensive Player of the Year goes to Sunny Choi. The next award is Leadership. This athlete led the team this year as our starting point guard. I know I'm giving it away. The point guard is the most important role on a basketball team. This athlete showed tremendous improvement in her ball handling skills, and not only that, was one of our best defenders. She's one of the most coachable athletes on the team. As point guard, she was instrumental in running our offensive plays and knowing how to read the court and make adjustments. As one of our captains, she always provided teammates with encouragement and support. She constantly led pregame devotionals, which is an important tradition of TCIS girls basketball. Thanks Coach Ward and our captains. This athlete demonstrates all the qualities of a good leader. In addition to the leadership award, this athlete is also receiving Top Gun as she scored the most points this season with 73 points. The Leadership and Top Gun award goes to Sky Jung. Okay, the next award is Most Improved Player. This athlete proved herself as a solid starter from the beginning of the season until the end of the season. This is quite an accomplishment, being that she was a bench player last year. This season she grew into a solid defender, and she helped the team go on runs with her steals and her fast break buckets. This player consistently scored 4 or 6 points every game. She was even our top scorer in one of our games this year. One of the hardest things to do in basketball is to finish a layup, especially when you are on a fast break and a defender is chasing you down. This athlete rarely misses fast break layups. One of her fast break buckets started our fourth quarter run against KIS. I'm excited to see her continue to improve as a basketball player at TCIS for the next 2 years. Most Improved Player award goes to Victoria Lee. Okay, our final award is MVP. This athlete is an all-around contributor on the team on both sides of the court. Defensively, she controlled the middle as a center defender. Her ball pressure and ability to read the offense led to many steals and blocks. Offensively, she was able to dribble the ball, shoot, get rebounds, and pass. She was one of the most consistent players on the team. Her intensity and determination led to multiple offensive runs, which allowed us to get wins. You know you have some talent on the team when you hear the opponent coach say, "Who's got 13?" over and over. She's one of the toughest athletes I've ever coached. I've seen her continue to play with a broken finger, a bruised rib, a dislocated shoulder. She is the definition of tough. This year, I challenged this athlete to play with more confidence. By the end of the season, she had gained the confidence to drive. I lose my place. Drive, penetrate, and shoot. She had the second most points this season, totaling 66 points. It's easy to coach a team when you're blessed with an athlete who has a passion for the sport, desire to win, strives to make her teammates better. This year's MVP goes to Rochelle Kim.
All right, give it up one more time for our varsity girls basketball team. We'd also like to honor our seniors, so when I call your name, if you could just step forward and be honored. Nora Burkish, Sky Jung, Rochelle Kim, Uni Kwan, and our manager extraordinaire, Tae Kim. Give it up for our seniors.
Sorry. Okay. First, I want to start off by mentioning Mr. Huang. Even though he's not here tonight, I want to say that my interest in the game of basketball all started with him and Sky and Nora playing in grade 8. So big shout out to him. And then I want to thank my parents. Sometimes them just showing up made the biggest difference. So I'm very grateful to have them on my side. And to our coaches, Mr. Hughes, thank you for having so much patience with us and always pushing us to play our hardest. And to Ms. Ward, thank you for being the highlight of my memory since 2019. You've always been like a mother to us, and you bring so much love and joy to basketball outside of just the court. And I also want to say a special thank you to Ms. Lockman and Mr. Duth. I don't know if he's I don't think he's here tonight, but they both had a significant impact to our kayak season, even though it was unfortunate that our coaches couldn't come. And then most importantly, to our teammates and Tay, our manager, I'm very blessed and lucky that I got to finish my last season of basketball with you all. And you guys have worked so hard this season, and I'm very thankful to have seen you guys for your love for the game grow as much as mine did over the years. Thank you for creating a memorable season that I can look past high school. And oh, our cheerleaders, thank you for making, thank you for making the game of basketball so much more intense and exciting on the court. You guys made a significant impact to just watching the game and like playing it in general. Yeah, thank you.
Hello, everyone. My name is Sky Jung, and I'm honored to stand before you tonight as the captain of the varsity girls basketball team. Basketball has been a very big part of my life for the entirety of my time at TCIS, and I can't even comprehend that my last season has already come and gone. I feel incredibly blessed for all the memories and friendships and to all the people that made it possible. I would first like to thank Mr. Huang, who took a chance on middle schooler me, Mrs. Ward for being the best supporter, comforter, and baker, and our coach, Mr. Hughes, for always giving us unforgettable games and being extremely patient with us. I would also like to thank my teammates who support each other no matter what and are the reason I cherish basketball season so much. I would also like to thank my parents. They're the reason I'm able to pursue anything I set my mind to, and they're the people who have remained unconditionally encouraging and loving throughout my life. Lastly, I want to give a shout out to our manager, Tay, who is always ready in any situation and always manages to find food for us, as well as our AD, Coach Darcy, who always tells us to jump and grab the ball. And also our cheerleaders, who was like 50% of basketball season. It's been an amazing season and basketball career. I wouldn't trade it for the world. Thank you so much, and I love you.
All right, give it up for varsity girls basketball. Girls, if you could go ahead and step in front of the table. Okay, last but not least, varsity boys basketball. Come onto the stage with your coaches.
Hello, I am Coach Rowe, and first and foremost, we would like to thank God for allowing our boys a platform and opportunity to display their God-given talents on the basketball court. Each of the students being recognized through these awards earned them for various reasons, but before we acknowledge any specific players, I want to highlight each and every single one of these boys for displaying heart, fight, and being so coachable. So thank you, boys. Now on to the awards. He was available all season and showed great willingness to play multiple positions. He was our Leatherman. He started off our season like a deer caught in headlights. However, by the end of the season, he was prancing around, scoping out offensive plays and executing. He has grown tremendously, just as our entire team has, and is a prime example of the quantum leap that can be made in a mere season. That's Coach O's words, by the way. Give it up for our most improved player, Sejun Kim. Next up, we have our Defensive Player of the Year award, a man amongst boys, the anchor to our defense, and I looked this up online, the Gale of our brawlers. As a player who went from limited minutes on last year's team to becoming one of our most important defenders, he led our team in blocks and has become an asset for the future teams as his IQ and discipline develops. Our Defensive Player of the Year, Justin Song. Next up, we have our Dragonheart Award, The Beat, a boy who loves basketball more than tennis, but sadly suffered an ankle injury while learning to dance with the tennis net. His injury took half the season to heal, but he continued to play through the pain, even re-injuring it one game. His drive and ability to root for his teammates, along with the heart to play through pain, our Dragonheart Award goes to Ryan Kim. Next up is our Dragon Fire Award, the Killer Whale, future body catcher, but for now, catcher of fish, the one who brought fire to the dragon's den. That's what I named our gym, as a crowd favorite. Although an injury sidelined him for more than half the season, he came back and brought out electrifying plays on both ends of the floor. His contribution as a captain and ability to fire up his teammates and crowd brought extreme value to our team. We look forward to seeing how much growth he will show as a leader and player in the coming years. Our Dragon Fire Award goes to Thomas Hughes. We also want to add that Thomas earned All APAC this year, so kudos to him too for that. Last but not least, our most valuable player. He is a stat checker, the fang of our team, Brawl Stars. He is a player who showed endless effort on both the offensive and defensive end. Throughout the season, he exemplified excellence on both ends of the floor and continually stood up to the challenge of guarding the opposing team's best player and carrying the scoring load for our team. He set the tone in practice and always played his hardest, even when we were down. He also earned the Top Gun Award as our top scorer for the season. He could have got Top Gun in the kayak tournament too, but we had a lane violation, which took away a free throw, but we won't talk about that. Our MVP in Top Gun, Noah Park. Noah also earned all tournament and all kayak this year as well. We just wanted to also give a special thanks to all the parents who provided snacks, as well as our AD and admin who continually support our team throughout the year, giving us a boost throughout the year. So we thank you, all of you, for supporting our team and look forward to future years because this team's young too. Thank you.
All right, give it up for our varsity boys basketball team. We do not actually have any seniors on the team, which is awesome because it means all this talent that you see on stage is going to return next year. So we do have our captains that would like to say a few words, so I'm going to pass the mic over to Thomas Hughes.
So we'd like to thank the coaches. For Mr. O, thank you for being such a great assistant coach this year for our team. You mean so much to us because all the work and dedication you have put in for us. To watching film and telling us where to improve and providing us with hongsam and dinner. We also appreciate the unseen hours you put in for us, which we know is exhausting and draining. No matter how tired you were, would be some days, you were always there to help us and have a good time with us. You could make us laugh and not get down about ourselves, even when we were down after our games. We all really appreciate having you here this season. Thank you, Mr. O.
All right, so I'd like to give a short speech to thank people for the season. So first, I want to say a big thank you to our parents for supporting us throughout the season with snacks and loud cheers, especially during APEC. I also want to thank Coach Rowe for preparing and coaching us throughout the season. In the beginning of the season, I honestly had a lot of doubts about the season and us winning any games. But as the season progressed, we started winning games, and that really made me think you are a great coach. Also, your ability to help each one of us improve the game in a short time was really respectable. Thank you again for everything. Thank you.
All right, thank you, boys varsity basketball team. They have something for their coaches, and if I could ask you guys to step in front of the table for a photo, that would be great. All right, so before we conclude the evening, we're going to go ahead and switch over to a highlights video that Mr. Joe is going to put up on the screen for us, but we'd like to especially thank the media promotion class. And I know that Do and Jung, if they're here tonight somewhere, they spent a lot of time doing a lot of filming. I know the media promotion class did as well, and if we need to give a big thanks to Mr. Sam Hagen, who put the final video together. And so this is all their preparation that they did, so go ahead and please enjoy. Dr. Granger, if you could. All right, one more final round of applause for our winter sport athletes. Hello, everyone. Okay, as is our custom, I was going to put it up on the screen, but we'd like to just thank a bunch of people that have made the season possible. And so, first and foremost, we wanted to thank our administration, Mr. Michael Moymoy, Dr. Rick Granger, and Mrs. Gail Smith, all of whom are graciously here tonight to support us. So please give it up for administration. They make all of this possible. They work on the schedules with me. They support me. They help work through all of the fun details that you guys don't even have any idea that goes on behind the scenes. So let's give your best dragon applause to our administrative team. Come on, let me hear you. There you go. Of course, Mr. Ted Adams, our wonderful photographer who is around constantly supporting us. Give it up for Mr. Ted Adams. And his wife, Miss Tice. Not only does she support us in the background with so many things that you don't see, but she also feeds me on a regular basis because she knows that I'm often in my office and forget dinner. So it's very important to keep me running, so she has done that for me on a number of occasions. We want to thank Mrs. Smith-Chung and the PTA. They have snacks out there for you today. We know that's important. They've also provided snacks and all kinds of support throughout the season. They provided concessions at our games, and they've been our best cheerleaders. It's been awesome having all of our parents here. We'd also like to thank the rest of the parents and their families for the support, for having you guys here, paying for your uniforms, your tracksuits, and your APAC trips, and your kayak trips. So we're really excited to have the parent support. Thank you to Mr. Young Hyun Lee. I don't think you guys realize how much he supports me. All of the certificates and the folders, everything was done by him, calling the flights and creating all of the plans for APAC, all of the hotels for kayak trips. He is just my absolute right-hand man. And of course, please turn around and give it up for Mr. Joe. He is our tech guy. He's our live stream guy. He is basically everything I need in terms of technology. Thank you to Mr. Jung and the GA team. They set everything up. They hang our awards. They prepare everything. They take it all down. They do so much. So please give it up for our GA team. Please give it up for Mr. Huang, our transportation manager. We would never get to games if it wasn't for them. And I can't tell you how many times we've had to change things last minute, and he's right there handling it. And thank you to Mr. Sam Hagan and the media promotion class, of course, which we already did. And finally, a big shout out to our TCIS Athletics Council, Ashley Kim, Jenny Kim, Norbert Kish, and Elise Yoon. They do all those incredible posts on Instagram. They take a look at our stats. They write it all down. They do all of that stuff. So please give it up for our Athletics Council. Seriously, give it up for them. They do an amazing job. And follow us on Instagram. All right. That concludes our evening, everyone. We have snacks out in the packed foyer. So please make sure you graciously thank our parents, take some photos in front of the backdrop, and have a great night.